Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, I'm Nick.
And I'm Sarah, and this is our tiny home on wheels.
And with our two little dogs, Dizzee and Charlie, I think, in the shade at the front of the van.
Yeah, we do have two.
We are slowly travelling around the world by van.
Very, very slowly.
Well, we've kind of stopped. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that previous to the pandemic, we were travelling quite quickly.
We wanted to see as much as we can.
And show you guys so much.
And we were free to go wherever we wanted, weren't we? So it was just, let's go and see everywhere. So since then, since the pandemic hit...
We've decided to...
Hold on one second. Dizzee has found the treats pot.
Now the pot's falling down there.
It's not fried onions, it's their treats. I don't know if you shouldn't even get one for that. One each. Right, sorry, back to the vlog.
Anyway, yes, so since pandemic we've chilled out a little bit.
Yeah.
We've decided to take things a bit easier, go with the flow, spend more time at places, but
Yeah.
well, we've stopped now. We've taken it to the extreme.
Yeah, we've been here for like 4 days now, which is a long time for us. And the reason for that is because it's just so damn nice. I mean, it's like this whole area is our garden. It's like it's our land. There's been no one here. It's crazy. So we came here before the weekend.
And our rule is to kind of park somewhere at the weekend, get on with some editing and just, you know, stay away from the crowds and just get on with some work. So we thought we'd come here and just hunker down.
Yeah, and we thought, well, you know, there's probably going to be a few people down here. It's a beautiful lake, beautiful area, and there's been no one the whole weekend. I mean, it's just been crazy. So we just stayed. And the thing is, we're not in the middle of nowhere. It looks like we're in the middle of nowhere, but we're not. There's actually a town just right behind us, but there's nobody here.
Kind of desolate, like outside this sort of kind of valley. It's just flat and there's nothing, and then here you've got this little town, a big cliff up there that's like 500 meters tall, little castle on top, mountains, and this beautiful lake.
So guys, if you're wondering where we are, we've left Andalusia, finally! Wow!
I bet you guys are thinking we'd never leave. Well, we have done.
So now we're in the province north of Andalusia.
Of Extremadura.
Extremadura, yes, and it's the first time we've ever been here. And this area is called
Alange.
Alange, yes, and this is Alange reservoir or lake.
So we've made the most from this lake, and we've been out on the supboard every day. Turned the supboard into a kayak and been properly exploring the area.
Yeah, and it's also really good for swimming. It's so calm, it's a great temperature, really refreshing, because even though we've left Andalusia, it's still quite hot during the day. We're still having temperatures way into the 30s, so it's a perfect place to cool down, and we're literally about 10 meters away.
But the good thing is here, a little bit further north and out of Andalusia, it's nice cool nights, so we can sleep so much better, so that's a relief. The water here is still a lovely temperature.
But yeah, so we've just been isolating ourselves, and that's what we should be doing right now at the moment, isn't it? You know, during the pandemic it's quite bad in Spain, the cases are on the rise, so by staying somewhere like this, it's the safest thing we can do.
Yeah.
So we literally only have to go to the supermarket and to service stations and pick up supplies, and then we can just be pretty much self-sufficient. We now have, in this van, more power than we could ever want, which is amazing.
Now we will talk about this in another video, but our setup now is better than it's ever been by far.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you can get in this little van.
Yeah.
And the other good thing about traveling in Spain is the fact that we've got basically unlimited internet.
Yeah, I mean, also since COVID happened, for some reason, Spain, the internet's just dropped in price. Like we've got like an Orange and also Lebara SIM card, which you can just get, it's pay as you go, so you can just get it by using your passport. I think Lebara, you don't even have to have a passport, and you buy the gigs and they give you loads of free gigs.
Basically,
it's
double the
unlimited.
amount.
We can't use it all, so we've got unlimited power, unlimited internet here, and unlimited sunshine, isn't it? Let's face it, because we're in Spain. So, I mean, we just feel like we're completely off grid and we could just stay here for months and months if we wanted to.
But we won't. We won't. Don't worry, guys. We're not going to do that. We are a travel channel.
Yeah,
and we are going to travel.
Just traveling a little bit slower.
And our journey is taking us north. So since leaving, we've been actually sort of moving from body of water to body of water, lake to lake. We left our Costa la Frontera, went to that spot in the middle of nowhere, and then we found this spot. But this was kind of by chance. We're sort of driving up the main road, taking a direct route through the centre of Spain north, and then looking for some water to park next to a lake or something, and spotted this. Pulled off the main road, found this little town, and then found this spot. We drove down like a dusty road to get here, and then we were actually parked down there before for a couple of days. Then we've moved to this spot with this nice backdrop of this huge rock. But it's really nice, beautiful scenery, but it's not the most level or smooth ground. It's quite rocky, and then it's made up of like random things like bits of concrete, bricks, tiles.
But that's a good thing, because that's the reason why it's so quiet down here. Because if this was a paradise beach going into a paradise lake, then it would be full of people, wouldn't it? Anyway, so we've got this spot, which is kind of the only flat spot on the whole rubbly beach area, and it's kind of almost flat, but we have got the levelers. We replaced our levelers and we are so glad that we did.
Yes, levelers are really, really useful and we use them all the time. But here's a top tip for you regarding levelers. Always check them before you put them back in the van. Always check those little dark crevices, those little grooves.
It's really, really important. Can you see it?
No.
It's like a similar colour to the nest.
Is it a moth?
Oh my god, it's a massive spider.
Is it?
Yes.
That is one evil looking spider. Yeah, as you can probably tell, me and Sarah do not like spiders, but I'm armed to the teeth to cope with them.
So I don't know how well that picked up on camera, but that was an absolutely huge spider. Now, had that spider been in those levelers for ages in the van?
I had it gone in there to lay eggs, which have already hatched in the van.
It was huge, it was like this big. That is huge. So yes, we're really glad that we got rid of our unwanted guest before we put the levelers back in the van.
Definitely. Anyway, we've got another tip for you now. Every now and then, check underneath your van.
Yes, under the bonnet and under the van. That's what we do after each long drive. Before we set off on the next one, we just have a quick check over, don't we?
Yeah.
And we found a little issue on the last stop.
Now, does anyone know what one of these is? So we've just pulled over at this industrial estate to sort out an issue we just found.
Basically a split in the rubber boot that covers up the front axle, and yeah, so we just googled that, and apparently it can get quite bad if you leave it, because obviously dirt and stuff can get into the axle, and then it'll cost you a lot more of the axle
Clogs up with dust and stuff.
Clogs up. But luckily we've just found an industrial estate.
What's going on there, darling?
Just checking this part that we need for the car, this rubber boot. And this little thing has come running over for some kisses and some cuddles. Look, can you see?
A little waggly tail.
Such a little sweetheart. Yeah. Just come over with some love. He must belong to this restaurant. Yeah, you're lovely. Right, I'm going to get up and get some things done now. Right. We've got the part. Universal, so now we just got to fit it ourselves, and they were just closing. Look, he's literally just closed his door, so we were lucky to get this part because it's the weekend, and we could either have a go at doing this ourselves or we can take it to a mechanic. But I mean, it's quite an easy thing to do apparently.
If you've got the right tools for the right job. Have we got the right tools for the right job? Never. No, so there's a Pneumaticos, a tyre specialist place just down there, so we may just pop down there.
Yeah. Right, they can't change it there because they're just a tyre place. So we're going to see if we can find a mechanic in town before siesta. We've got like an hour, so let's go.
Well, we're not going to fix them today. It's Saturday and it's Spain and they're closing in 1 hour.
They're closing in an hour, and even though I don't think it's a massive job, he says it's probably going to take longer than an hour. Or...
Well, he said it's a bit complicated. You have to take the arm off. I think they just can't be bothered. It's Saturday.
They can't be bothered. They're closing
the weekend.
soon. And this guy says, "Oh, don't worry about it. You don't need to change it." The last guy said that. I think it's just the typical Spanish mentality.
Yeah.
We're obviously more worried.
Bit of Gorilla Tape.
Bit of Gorilla Tape.
Who needs these little rubber things?
Yeah, so we still haven't got it fixed.
It's a little bit more complicated than we first thought. The guy said you just unscrew something drops down, slide it on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we googled it, and we did want to get one. There's versions of this which are kind of split, and then you just clip it on, glue it down, and then connect it with plastic ties.
So we're thinking that we might be able to cut this ourselves, wrap it round, tie it, well, then get some rubber solution glue it, like you would with the split ones. But we don't know. So if anyone's got any ideas, is this an easy fix? And remember, we don't have any of the right tools for the right job. So we said we've seen no one and we've had the whole place to ourselves for the last 4 days, but we did tell a teeny weeny lie, because there's about 1,000 sheep that walk past, but that's the only second time they've walked past, and there is one shepherd and his dog with the sheep too. But apart from that, we're pretty much on our own.
Yeah, it's so hard to leave this place. We've been here for 4 days, little piece of paradise. Well, close enough.
It's really nice. We do love it here, don't we? We could stay here weeks. We really could. And the thing is, as well, with this place, it like we said, it's got everything we need. And
it's got one of the best service stations in the world. Well, can't say that, but yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a really good one. Good pressure, the water feels cold, and Nick just pointed out that there's a big reservoir here, so it doesn't have to come very far.
Might as well do everything while we're here. Check the air pressure. 4.2.
Yep. Had a little accident with the nooch yesterday. Dropped it into the cupboard and out of the cupboard, and it went everywhere. And we don't have a dustpan and brush. But luckily, this place also has a hoover. And we even got fuel because it's the cheapest in the province apparently. And what a brilliant view for a gas station. Look at that.
So we're all sorted now. That's all the little chores we have to do, or most of them we have to do in van life.
We highly recommend this gas station, this service station, if you ever happen to be in this tiny little village.
I wouldn't probably divert. I wouldn't make a huge diversion to come to it.
The place is called? No idea.
So apart from this little issue, Vinny is sorted. We're full on water. We've done the tyres. We've hoovered up Sarah's little mistake with the nooch. And we've got a full tank after we found the cheapest diesel in the province. So we're all ready to hit the road. But we're not going anywhere till tomorrow. We're having one last evening and night down by the lake.
He says that now. We could be here, you know, again. We could still be here in 2 weeks. Who knows? No, I think we are going to leave tomorrow for sure. So I think it's time for a nice evening swim.
Definitely.
Supper by the lake, folks, to watch the sunset. Not going to be much of a sunset because there's no clouds in the sky, But it's still nice how the sort of surrounding mountains go like that pinky colour, isn't it? So we're having we've got some smoking hummus. The reason why it's smoking, it's got loads of garlic and smoked paprika. And then because we've made hummus, we've saved the chickpea juice water, and we've made delicious garlic sauce.
I love how Sarah says we have saved and we have made. Have to admit that Sarah does most of the cooking, as you all know. But yeah, look at that, beautiful.
There we go. And then we've got here an avocado and tomato, mainly avocado and tomato with a weeny bit of lettuce, a little salad to go with it. So yes, and Nick's got us a little beer each. So we are absolutely living the dream here, aren't we?
We've got a little dog up there serenading us, singing to us, which is nice.
What's the matter, little one? Forgot about you, I better get you down.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. Not sure if there's anything up here for you, little one.
No, it's all for your papa. No, sorry.
You can have a carrot stick.
Okay, I'll just eat this first. Anyway, I think the sun's just about to set. Those mountains are going a lovely colour. So I think we'll call it a night and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. What a beautiful cloudy morning it is. Yes, it's quite nice having a bit of cloud after months and months of blazing hot sunshine. And yes, this is a digestive I'm having for breakfast. You know why? Because sadly, the other day, the last of the crumpets was eaten.
You enjoying that last crumpet?
Sad. I think that's all I've got left. How many bites can I get out of that?
You're going to have to wait until we go to the UK. Yes, we are up before sunrise for a change. We got up like an hour ago. It's still dark. We're up in the dark. Mad people. And the reason is, well, I don't know why, we just woke up. And we've decided to leave today though, for sure. We're not staying here any longer. We can get back on the road and travel. And have you noticed my attire? I'm wearing a hoodie. For like the first time in months. It's actually quite cold. Not cold enough to have legs covered up, but it's a little bit chilly.
It's really weird, isn't it?
So the temperatures are changing, which is good. It's welcome. It's very, very welcome to have a little bit of a chill in the morning and at night. And
it makes it more exciting getting up when it's not really hot. You get up and it's cool and you're waiting for the sun to come out.
Yeah, like it was still a really warm night, wasn't it? We didn't sleep with many duvets or anything like that on us, but this morning it's feeling quite cool. So we are leaving today. We are going back on the road and heading north, and we're excited about it after being here for a good few days. But before we do leave,
we're going to do a little hike. We're going to conquer that little mountain over there. So I've left the boys in the van because it's still quite warm, even though it's quite overcast, and it's a bit of a scramble when you get to the top. And Charlie probably's not bothered anyway. Been active the last few days. So anyway, we're heading to the top of the mountain. Not sure how long it takes.
By the looks of it, it's going to be quite a climb up. Whew. Walking boots on for the first time in, I don't know, months. Yep, the sun's come out now, so it's pretty tough going. So I'm glad that we left the boys in the shade in the van. This is different.
I don't know if that last scramble was the official route, but we'll go with it.
We made it up here, guys, and check out these views from this little platform here. It's 360, amazing views for as far as you can see. It's absolutely brilliant. It's insane up here. And definitely worth the short but hard work hike up.
The views are outstanding in every direction. You can see as far as the eye can see the flat plains and then the mountains and this massive lake reservoir.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's just incredible.
And it's like proper finished off this little stopover. Like, save the best till last, even though the lakes and chilling down there was quite cool. But anyway, guys, we are heading north, and that is the direction of north. And we can see in the distance that there's a couple of forest fires going on. We have seen it on the news and read about it.
And these are northeast. Luckily, we're sort of heading north and heading into Portugal, hopefully, so we will be avoiding them. But hopefully they haven't done too much damage, because it is affecting a national park, and I think over 2,000 people had to evacuate their homes.
It's quite serious.
It's quite serious, yeah.
So we will keep an eye on the news. But anyway, guys, we will end this vlog here, up here with these amazing views, and yes.
We'll see you in the next one. Take
See
care.
you soon. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and we forgot to mention that we are doing a live stream this Sunday.
Yeah, so make sure you're around for that at 6 PM UK time.
Yep, 6 PM BST this Sunday. Internet permitted, because we are staying at a few
out of the way
places, but we'll update on our socials if it changes. But yes, 6 PM, see you Sunday.
I'm just gonna do another take. Yeah, I'm just gonna do another take. I don't know whether I got that one right. Take 6.
This is his 12th digestive biscuit. I'm sure he's just doing it so he can eat the whole pack.
Oh, I forgot to do my line. Oh, do you want that one? Shall I put that one back?